Back to the Hood podcast. I'm June Bizzo. I got my guy with me.
Yeah. Like Lucy, nigga. What's going
Bad,
on?
bad luck. What's up, man? We got a guest today, man. He hit me up. He said he got a story to tell.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, JMac, what's up?
What's up, guys? How you doing tonight?
I'm good. So
What's up?
before we even start, I want to, I heard about you from Bees.
Yeah, shout out Touch Money Bees.
Like Bees put me on and told me that you had something with you, and that you was the person I needed to check out. So, what is it? What is it that you got right now that Bees is so confident in that he can tell me like, yo, you gotta check this boy out because he got some shit.
I mean, personally, for me, so a couple years ago, I published a book on my life. So I sent that to Bees, and he really liked it. He respects the fact that I could write. You know what I mean? And I hang out with him. He does his music thing. I do music a little bit too. For me, it's like I use my raps as like a comedy and a way to vent. You know what I mean? So, I looked up to Bees for a minute. I remember being when I was a little bit younger. Like I heard about NH, because he was doing music with Meek. I never thought in a million years I'd be talking to somebody like NH, because and Bees and my boy Kata. I never thought I'd become like them. I looked up to these guys.
That's dope.
So let everybody know a little bit about yourself. Who is JMac?
Well, JMac, I got that nickname when I was 13. My boy Philly Ganada, rest in peace. He's the one who gave me that nickname. My name is John McCormack, so it's just like a shortened version. And I grew up in New York. I lived in Long Island at about 6. Me and my dad, my mom, we moved into a new neighborhood called North Belmore. It was in Nassau County. And I'm like 6 years old. It's right around the time 9/11 happened, and I was picked on. Like these older kids in my block, they bullied me a little bit. And one day they jumped me, they beat me up. And so my dad sat me down. He's like, "Listen, you got to stand up for yourself. Go out there, punch the biggest instigator. I guarantee they'll leave you alone." So I was a little reluctant, a little bit nervous, but I did it. And he was 100% right. They left me alone. That's like the greatest thing my dad taught me, was how to be a man, basically, in that aspect. Now, granted, it got me in some trouble later on. And I don't blame my dad for that whatsoever. That's all my own doing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, that happened at 6. And after that, it was pretty normal after that. Like, I played football on like a local team. Actually, one of the kids who I played football with was related to John Gotti. So that was kind of cool, I guess. I didn't know who John Gotti was then, but, I learned about it later on. But I had like a normal childhood for a minute there. And then at 12, my birthday's on Christmas Day. So like the day, it was like after Christmas break in the 6th grade. And my 2 friends that I was best friends with for years, they like started this rumor, because I got in a fight with one of their cousins or whatever. They started this false rumor, and neighborhood turned on me after that. It was a mess. I would have to fight walking home from school almost every single day.
And where neighborhood was that? Where you was at?
That was North Belmore in Long Island.
Okay.
Yeah. And,
so where's North Belmore? You know where North Belmore is?
It's Long Island.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you said Long Island? No, all right, that's
So Long Island, New York.
Yeah.
Okay. So how long you stay out North Belmore? How long?
From age 6 to 13. And at 13, I was getting into a little bit of crime a little bit. So my parents, they're sick of seeing me fight all the time and all this stuff. So we moved to Bucks County at 13. It was a summer going into 8th grade.
Okay. So that's how you end up in Philly.
Oh, by the time I was going to Philly, I started going there a little bit earlier. Like, I'll go to South Philly with some friends and stuff, like the 9th Avenue, the market and all that. But then later on, when I was like 19, I got hooked on fentanyl a little bit. Oh, actually, it was heroin at first, but it became fentanyl. So I'll go down to Kensington and just hang out, cop, whatever. And that was a hard time in my life. It was dark,
Right.
And around the same time I got into that, that's when I started hanging around the guys in Touch Money. My boy Jay Spoken, he's dead now. He's the one who put me on to them, like hanging around them. He got linked up with NH through like Nah and Food Papers, and I guess I saw him do a song or something. And me and Jay were real close. It's a shame. He's pissed. It sucks that he died. You know.
How did you get with the fentanyl and the dope? Like, how that come about?
So when I was 16, I hurt my foot playing tackle football with some friends, and the hospital gave me a script for like oxycodones or roxycodones or something. And then
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, go ahead.
Then like I finished, like I was hooked on them for a while, got sober for a little bit, and then ended up relapsing. And they were too expensive by that point, so I heard dope was like cheaper, so it was the same kind of high. So that's how that went.
So what did you do? What you started snorting it, or
Yeah, I
how
was
did
gonna
that
say,
go?
was it like shooting it or you were snorting it?
I mean, I was snorting it like the first 2 years. I would snort it, and then eventually one day I had like a little bit left. I knew if I did it, I would be less. I wouldn't be sick, but I wouldn't be high. So I asked my friend to shoot me up, and he didn't want to do it. He was like, "I'm not doing that." I begged him to do it just so I could get high, and I started shooting from there. It took a while for me to learn how to do it, but I got it down pat, and that was me.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. That's one John I don't think I could ever do. I don't like needles, so there's no way in
Yeah,
hell
me too. Me neither.
I'm be able to. So use a strong needle for the being able to do some shit like that. Like that shit.
Well, yo, I mean, I hated needles my whole life. My mom would take me to the doctor to get like a flu shot or something. I'd be bugging out.
Yeah, I can't do that shit. I don't like none of that shit.
So you clean now? Are you
Yeah,
clean?
yeah, I'm clean.
Okay.
I
That's what's up.
what?
I said that's what's up. That's good shit.
Yeah, man, I'm actually at the end of my road with drugs. Like, I haven't touched fentanyl since probably December, but like, I haven't touched it since December. But how I ended up where I'm at now, like, I mean, I write a lot and I listen to music a lot, and that helps me with my sobriety. And I'm actually at a really good program right now called MLB Recovery. It's in Sickerville, New Jersey, and
Yeah.
these guys have been nothing but helpful to me, like for real. Like I've known some of them for years. Like the owner, Steve Barone, I've known for like 7 years. I've known Fred, like all of them. My boy Blaine is at the house with me. They really look out for me and they really give a shit about me, and I fucking love them to death. You
That's
know,
good.
I'll do anything for them.
Yeah. So after that, now, what was your journey to getting there? How did you get where you at now?
I mean, so, and like I said, at 19, I started doing heroin, which became fentanyl. Um, and from there, like I said, I started shooting it like 2 years into it, and I bounced around rehab a lot in Florida, and like got into like that whole thing. I used to work in a rehab in Florida in a lab in like 2017, and the lab would like pick up urine samples from different treatment centers, and like that's what they did. So but in between there, like I said, I was sober. I was working in treatment, and this girl I dated all throughout high school, one of my best friends, her name was Emily, passed away from a drug overdose. So I came back home for the funeral. We told each other like we were like, if one of us dies, would you go to my funeral type thing. It's kind of dark, but it's the truth. So I lived up to my word, went to her funeral, was sober at her funeral, but then I ended up relapsing after the funeral, and it was hard, man. Like I just didn't know how to handle it too well, and used it as an excuse, unfortunately, to keep getting high for the next couple of years. Um, yeah, that was a rough moment for me.
So you told me on Instagram that you lost two girls. Like you was you was in two relationships, and both of the girls passed away.
Yeah,
Is that
correct.
so? What was that? How was that? What was that like? How
So
did that affect you?
like I was just talking about with Emily, that was one of the girls I was talking about on
Okay.
Instagram, and it affected me bad. Like I felt guilty. I felt like it was my fault. People blame me for her death and stuff. I wasn't even there when she died, but they still blame me. This sucked. And then later on in 2019, I started dating this girl, Carly, and she ended up passing away in 2021. And it hurt, man. Like after Carly died, since her death, I haven't been in a relationship since.
They was
It's hard to trust, like if someone's gonna die or not. You know what I
they
mean?
they was both overdoses or some shit like that.
Yeah,
Off of fentanyl.
yeah.
That Fetty shit. Wow.
Wow.
Horrible, man.
So what's the difference between fentanyl and dope? What is the difference between that?
I mean, fentanyl is like a less it's stronger high, but it's less acting, like hour wise. Like it's not as acting as heroin is. And I don't know, like I mean, honestly, I only did heroin for like 6 months. It became fentanyl 6 months into my first ever time doing it. You know what I mean? So it's been around for a minute. Now they got this shit out in Kensington where it's like, I forget what they call it, xylazine or something. It's horse trank shit.
Oh yeah. They call it trank, right?
Yeah, what? Like that shit's like eating your skin around like it's crocodile or something. It's crazy.
Yeah. They be shooting that shit.
So that's why they be looking like that with the skin, with
Yeah.
that skin.
Yeah.
Oh,
Trank shit. Yeah, it's like a
wow.
horse tranquilizer.
Yeah,
I haven't used a needle in like 3 years just because I'm petrified of that shit, you know?
yeah. So what's your next step? Like what you gonna do once you get out of there?
Well, when I get out of here, I mean, they're trying to help me with some work and stuff so I could like get an apartment eventually and stuff like that. So, they're my people, so they're looking out for me, you know?
Okay.
That shit was that was voluntary. You went in there voluntary, or you had to. It was a case that you caught. You had to go in.
It was voluntarily. I haven't had any cases since like 2015, 2016 about.
Oh,
Okay. So that means it's serious when you go. If you wasn't forced to go in there, that mean it might
you
work.
want to do that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So tell us a little bit about the book.
So I had a book published well, actually, at first I published it, a different copy of it. I called it The Cycle that time because it was talking about the treatment cycle in Florida and all that. And a lot of people didn't like what I had to say, and they kind of like, I kind of had to redo it, you know what I mean? Because they felt like I was putting them on blast, kind of, and I really wasn't. But they just took it too far, so I had to redo it. Now I retitled it "Broken Mind." It's on Amazon Kindle, by JMac. It's under, and that's the name it's under. And yeah, I don't know. It's pretty honest. It's honest. It's basically like people have read it and they're like, yo, I could hear you talking as I read it, like hear your voice. So it's pretty cool.
So what do you get to in the book? Like what was like the chapters? Is it your life
Yeah,
or what you went through?
it's my life and what I went through.
Okay. So
Basically.
okay. Starting back from what do you say, Long Island?
Yeah, basically, like I gave it to like I started with a family history on the McCormack side of my family, and then I put it into chapter 2. It starts with when I was born to a couple years ago.
Oh,
Okay.
yo, how you get they cut you a check for that book on Amazon?
You can put it on like your Cash App card, kind of like how DoorDash does.
Okay. So when you sell, that's when you get paid.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How the book do so far?
Is it a good seller? Is you selling any copies?
I don't really like promote it too much, so it hasn't been selling too much recently, but it was selling at first.
Yeah.
You want to plug it? You
Yeah.
know,
Talk about it. So, like where they can find it at so they can see it.
Yeah, it's called Broken Mind. It's on Amazon Kindle. It's just basically my life in a nutshell. It is. And I liked it. A lot of people liked it. I would recommend reading it. You know, it's if you want to read about somebody who went through the bottoms that I went through and to how I'm doing now, like you want to get some like motivation out of your life in it, just read it. That's all I gotta say about it.
how much is it?
I think it's like $10.
Oh,
Yeah.
So you get the whole dime when you get paid when they pay for it? No, probably
Nah,
not.
they
You
probably
probably getting like a percentage out of it, right?
Yeah, I just get a cut of it.
Yeah. So you said you was getting bullied. Where was you getting bullied at? In Long Island or Bucks County?
In Long Island, like I was talking about earlier, when I was a kid, to when those kids started the rumor when I was 12. And I started hanging around an older group of guys after that, and they kind of just left me alone after that, for the most part. And then when I got to Bucks County, I mean, I wasn't really bullied when I was in 8th grade over there in Bucks. But in 9th grade, there was this incident that happened where this kid was bullying somebody. So I don't like bullies because I was bullied. So I stood up for the kid. The kid who was bullying was talking all this crazy shit. Your mother, fuck you, all this crazy shit. I was like, all right, bet I'm gonna get this kid back because I didn't want to fight him. I just wanted to scare him. So I pulled a gun out on him in the school bus the next day and got locked up for a little bit. Did some probation. It was a mess. It was the stupidest thing I ever did, but at the same time, nobody ever messed with me after that again.
So you pulled the gun out on him?
Yeah.
Where you get the gun from?
I can't tell you that.
Okay. But it's like, did you get caught with the gun?
Yeah, the cops came to my crib that night and they got the gun. And then I went to Bucks County Detention Center, whatever it's called, Edison. I went there for like 9 months, 10 months, because I sat in there for a month. And then they put me in the placement, which is the same building, just a different dorm. So I was there for 9 months. Then I had to do a year probation after.
Okay. You ain't shooting, right? You ain't shooting.
I ain't shooting.
Okay.
And how old was you?
I was 14.
Oh, yeah, they still babies.
Yeah. So you did at least like 12 months for that.
10, but yeah, I guess you could say that. I started doing a year probation after too. So
Yeah.
that sucked, but it's all right.
So that was the first case you caught.
Correct, yeah.
Okay. And then Bucks County led you to South Philly, you said, right?
Yeah, my friend Jimmy had like people in South Philly, so we go out there and hang out. And then eventually started going to Kensington to get high and all that stuff. In between that, I lived in South Philly for a little bit, off Tasker Street, right off Broad. It was a recovery house, and yeah, I don't know. It was cool. I like South Philly. It's a dope vibe over there.
So none of your family here in Philly. Everybody's like, you don't have family in Philly, right?
No, my mom lives in Bucks. My little brother Aiden lives in Chester, and my other brother lives in Cali, and then my dad lives in Brooklyn. So all over the place.
So was your brothers getting bullied also, or no?
Not as far as I know. No, they can handle their own. They're like me.
You the youngest or the oldest?
I'm the oldest.
Oh,
okay. And then getting the rap. Who introduced you to rap? You just started.
So basically, when I was like a kid, I listened to G Unit and Dipset because I lived in New York, and then I had a cousin who had like '90s rap albums. I was born in '94, so I wasn't really around for that period. But he had like Doggy Style. I remember the album, the CD Doggy Style by Snoop Dogg. I remember the cover; it was like so cool looking to me.
Yeah, right.
So I grabbed it and started listening to it. Put on the Dr. Dre, Eminem, and that's how that went. And then as far as me getting into music, while I was 12, I'd freestyle rap with my friend, and we just smoke, and rap or whatever. It was all for fun. When I was locked up on the gun case, I started writing lyrics, and I started writing this song called "Drive Me Crazy." It's just about like my time in there. I wanted to sample certain songs for beats. Like one of the songs that I was really listening to a lot was Led Zeppelin, "All My Love." I wanted to use that for a beat. And so like one of the COs saw me getting into this music stuff. So she brought to my attention this alternative school called New Hope Academy, and they had a recording studio. So I started going there. I would do the recording studio. Like I was in there like every day trying to learn how to do it. I did a few shows. I did a music video called Club Hop. It was like about fake ID club hopping type stuff. And we made a video of it, and it was on Tosh.0. It's wild when that
Right.
happened.
Tosh Point, no, that's the joint. What's anything on MTV or VH1, one of them joints?
MTV, yeah.
Yeah.
It
How
might
you
have been
get
Comedy
how you,
Central, actually.
how you get plugged in with Tosh Point oh?
Dude, you know the Web Redemption series thing that he does?
Yeah,
They,
okay.
he basically just put it on there. I didn't know he was going to do it. Somebody just pointed it out to me. Swear to God in my life.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
And then you said you bought when did you bump into Touch Money? And who did you bump into first?
So with that being said, so like I said, I was in treatment when I was like 17, and this dude was telling me about this rapper NH. I only knew like a few of his songs that he did with like Meek Mill and like Rehabs. And so later on down the road, when I started doing dope, I became friends with this kid Jay Spoken, who was cool with all of them. He Poop Papers and Nah, I guess saw him rapping and like brought him under their wing. And he introduced me. Jay introduced me to Nah, Poop Papers. Who else was it? Kata. Kata's my boy though. Kata has been looking out for me for a minute. Like you know, Touch Money Kata. Like shout
Yeah,
out.
Kata a good boy.
Yeah, he looks out for me heavy. That's my boy, bro. Like I love him to death. Every time we talk, like you know what I mean. So he's been doing music with me since like around the time Jay died. So like 2018, 2019, we started doing some music together. Um, yeah, that's how I went. B's been a big part of my life too with that.
Yeah. So you listening to rap now or no?
Oh
You
yeah,
just
Touch Money B just released No Time to Sleep Part 2. That thing is fire, bro.
yeah.
That's, yeah, I love it, bro. That last song with Hitman Herc. Herc is my boy too. You know Herc?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's hilarious, dude. I love
Yeah,
that.
I love her.
Yeah,
He
Hitman,
tough.
my guy.
Yeah, he tough.
He's funny as hell. I love that
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Bees has that out, so I've been listening to that. Tour, West Philly tour, like
Yeah, West Philly Joe got some shit.
Yeah.
oh my god, yeah. And
So you
well,
listen to Meek?
Meek, yeah, I listen to Meek.
You like his new album?
I like the song they do with 5 Year Foreign on it.
I like that
Yeah, I
joint
like that
too.
John too.
That
So
joint's tough.
you
But
think you think Meek and Diddy really did that?
you know, I don't even know. My brother brought that up to me the other day. I was like, I don't even know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy to me, but
I know it was a little off the wall question, but sometimes you gotta throw off the wall questions around. You know
yeah,
what I mean? But I don't think Meek did that, but I think Meek too comfortable with them guys.
yeah. I guess I can see that.
Too comfortable with the industry. Sometimes you gotta go home. Leave
That's
them guys alone.
that's why Pop Pound Side is all on his ass right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I think this interview with Quilly at Academic is gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so how many songs you got so far?
I have a tape out on Spotify and all platforms called "Strangers in the Night," and it's pretty fire. I mean, people like it. I guess there's a song in there called "Summer," which I recorded out in California. That was a cool song because we basically took 3 6 Mafia song "The Summer."
I think so.
So we like took that beat and just went over it, and it was real cool. I like that sound they had back then, and there's a couple other songs in there. There's a song that Touch Money Kata put out on his new tape, So Far So Good, that I was on. That verse is pretty cool. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
was gonna ask you if you had any features.
So how your relationship with the top dogs and Touch Money like Kaboom?
I don't really know Kaboom too well, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I really don't. I know Caution a little bit through Bees.
Yeah,
And H, I mean, we get along, I guess. I haven't really talked to H too much lately.
Yeah.
We had a little falling out happen, but we're cool now. Whatever.
Yeah. So do you think is ever gonna be a Touch Money reunion? Would you like
That
that?
that would be cool.
That'd be fire, right?
Cool. That would be cool. I would love that. And
Yeah.
they also like the thing with Touch Money is I'm cool. You ever heard of their offshoot load gang? That's what I'm a part of. It's
Who
me.
who
What?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Me, Carter, Rome, Bam's involvement. NH was involved with it a little bit. Just us. And there was a dude, Scythe. He's locked up right now, but he was part of it too. That's my homie, PA Scythe. Free that fool,
I think I heard a little gang. I think it was Carter that I seen it on his Instagram or some shit like that.
Yeah, I saw it too. Low gang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Now talk a little bit. Give us some more. What else you got for us?
I mean, I had some crazy ass drug stories I could talk about.
Go ahead. Give us one.
The one time I was really sick, dope sick, and everybody around me had some dope. And I was like, this is fucking bullshit. I help you motherfuckers out all the time. So I asked my boy, I said, yo, let me get a bag, bro. Look out for me for once. He's like, JMac, you shave your eyebrows off and I'll do it. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. All right, let's do it. So we did it. I got the bag. And the next day I went to a bar with my other friend who's not even an addict. We were just chilling, drinking. I'm talking to this chick, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why aren't you feeling me? What's up with you? She's like, you have no eyebrows, my guy. I was like, fuck, you're right. I forgot.
You forgot you cut your eyebrows off.
I was that bad with drugs. I just didn't realize.
That shit was that good, huh?
Your nigga was high.
I went to my dad's after that. He's like, what's wrong with your eyebrows? And so I drew them on. So I lost my eyebrows in a football bet. My dad would be pissed if he saw this right now.
So that's a good one. So after you finish, right, is you gonna get back to music or you just gonna stick with writing?
I'm thinking about producing, I'm really thinking about starting to produce more and continue writing stories and shit. Like I'm writing a story right now about it's a fiction story about a kid who's psychotic and all this stuff. I'm gonna call it The Colors of a Rorschach Test. And so I'm working on that.
That name is crazy. I fuck with that.
Yeah.
Fuck with that?
Yeah, I fuck with that.
That's cool.
Yo, real quick. I don't know too many people that did dope, like personally and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen them, but I ain't never really talked to nobody like that. So you ever did the lean? You ever been?
Actually, yeah, I have.
What is that shit? Like, are you like sleep or you just that? Like, I know you fucked up, but like, how could them y'all motherfuckers they don't fall, like they get low as shit and never. How the shit defies gravity? You gotta explain this shit. How?
What are you talking about? Lean?
Yeah, the leaning. You know when niggas be high and you see them and they just be like.
And they never fall.
Oh, I thought you meant lean as in the drink lean.
Oh no, I took lean.
No, he talking about not.
Yeah, I'm talking about when you're in the middle of the street.
Too much. I was always more awake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was always more awake.
You seen them motherfuckers though, right? They be in that motherfucker.
Over there, bro.
It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I see out there.
You ain't never get the lean. You never leaned.
I always never did that because I was afraid somebody would rob my pockets if I fell asleep.
Right.
I was always on guard out there, to be honest.
Solid. I'm gonna find a motherfucker that lean before.
So how long you been from that? How long you been away from Kensington?
I've been out there recently, but I wasn't getting high or anything. There's a meeting there called The Last Stop, an AA meeting that I go to over there. But like I said, I was just out there sober. But the last time I was really out there getting high was probably 2 years ago.
Okay.
The last time I did anything like that was in December, though. But I had got it in Trenton on the way back from Brooklyn. I was leaving my dad's in Brooklyn to go to my friend's house.
Yeah.
That's the last time I did it. And before that, I've been off of it for a minute, like a year probably.
Was it hard? Like, I know it was hard because you got to go to meetings and shit like that. But was it like when you first started, you got the dope sickness and all that shit?
Oh, yeah. Not when I first started, but a little bit down the road, I would a little bit. Yeah.
You got to take like Suboxones and all that stuff.
Yeah. If you want to get sober, you do that. But like when the times when I was running, getting high, and I was dope sick, I would just go rob somebody and get more. You know what I mean?
That's what y'all. That's how you get your money from down there.
Yeah, I was robbing drug dealers in Trenton. Somebody actually called me the White Omar from The Wire. Swear to God, who did?
Yo,
yeah, the trench coat.
Nah, I wasn't doing all that, man. But
how long do that shit be lasting?
I mean, for me, like for the most part, like doing it, I've only needed to do one $5 bag in one day, and I'd be good all day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I'll pick up a lot and just do one a day. Sometimes two, depended. But
So you had something for tomorrow, so you needed to wake up too, right?
yeah, and a lot of addicts can't do that. They will do it all that night because they're so addicted. You know what I mean?
So can you describe the vibe from it? Because it can't. It's not the same vibe that you get from weed. It can't be because weed don't have you on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, weed. When I'm on weed, I'm happy as shit. And dope, I'm miserable, but I feel great because inside you just feel good from the high, and the vibe is all messed up. Like, on weed, you be laughing, having a good time.
Yeah.
Dope. The only thing I'm laughing about is the horrible things I was doing, like not even just crime wise, but like that too. But also the fact of like, I'll be throwing up a lot, so we make jokes about that. You know what I mean? It wasn't cool. It was the stupidest thing I could have done to myself. I used to hate looking at addicts growing up. I would really judge them. I would be like, yo, like, what the fuck? Why is this dude shooting up for me? Like, get that shit the fuck out of here before I smack you. That's how it was. And then I become that. Like, it's just wild to me.
You never did like the tent situation, shit like that, did you?
No, you never lived in a tent.
No, I never lived in a tent, but I was in an abandoned house for a little bit.
Down Kensington?
Yeah, on F Street.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So how long was your run down there? How long was you down there? Like,
I was back and forth all the time. Like, all the time. Either I was out there in that F Street abandoned house, or I'll just drive down from Bucks. You know what I mean? So I've been going down there since 2014. The last time I was really out there like that was like 2021, 22.
Oh, so you was down there for like 7 years.
If I wasn't in rehab, I was down there, yeah.
So, I mean, did you actually finish rehab any other times that you went, or you just went in and then? Oh,
I have, yeah.
So the relapse was just that crazy?
The relapse crazy?
I said the relapse. Them shits is just that crazy, like.
Oh, they're nuts. Like one time I was in Kensington, and I ran into this chick that worked at one of the rehabs I was at. And we started getting high. My parents are gonna kill me for saying this, but she fucking shot me up in my dick with hard and dope. It was fucking crazy.
With hard and dope?
Yeah, and the shot. It was wild.
Why'd she do that though? What was the point of that?
I just wanted to see what it felt like. That's how I felt back then.
You told her to do this shit?
Yeah.
Oh, you wild nigga. Yeah, you wild boy. That shit hurt like fuck.
Oh, yeah, my dick hurt for 5 days after.
So y'all just be down there just doing anything.
Yo, fuck it, man. Shoot me in the dick with the needle and all the dope. Like, nigga, what?
Yeah, it's wild.
Did you bone her after that?
I tried to. We tried, but it just didn't work out. Put it that way.
Let's just try and get that dope bitch for real.
All right, man. This has been a dope interview, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, next time we want you to come in the studio.
Absolutely, next time. I'm sorry I couldn't make it out there today.
Oh, before you go, you gotta give me at least 16.
He wants you to spit some bars.
Matter of fact, give me 8. Give me 8 bars before you go. Because B said you had bars, so you got. I got to hear it for myself.
Yeah, close it out.
All right. Hold on a second. My mouth is so dry, Should have brought water. All right. So Beamer, Benz, or Bentley. Them hoes that got too many. Gripping on a semi, so hater come test me. Come test me like a fucking test. My name is JMac. I'm New York's best. Out in Philadelphia, my rhymes just melt till they on fire. Yeah, I should never retire. I don't know.
That was off the dome? That was off the head?
He freestyling?
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
all right. As long as you freestyle.
If that was a
about to
freestyle,
get
we give you a pass.
Yeah, because I was about to get you. You was
Yeah,
about
I freestyle.
All right. All right, bro. That was JMac John McCormack.
Yeah, JMac too, low JMac, you know.
Okay, check out his book. Give him a shout out the book.
Broken Mind is everywhere on Amazon Kindle under JMac, JAYMACK.
All right, get well, bro. Hope
You too, bro.
hope you overcome all the obstacles that you've been through and
get out of that joint,
keep
bro.
your head up.
Absolutely.
Stay away from Kensington.
Absolutely.
Stay away from with that girl with the needle.
And stay away the fuck from bees, nut ass.
No, don't stay away from bees. Bees, good boy. All right, man.
All right, you guys. Be safe. I love you guys.
Good
All
luck,
right,
bro.
One.
Be easy, man.